We're cooking a finkubala, dried caterpillars. So I get my dried caterpillars and put them in a pot, some water. I add salt and chili and just a bit of lemon. So I'm boiling it down for just 5 minutes just to soften it. This is the point where you soak the caterpillar. But then I'm boiling it because I want it to just have a bit more of that chili flavor, a bit more of that salt. Just boil it down for 5 minutes and then we get to fry. Ish, look at the color. Look at that. So good. So we get to drain it now. 5 minutes ya kwanza. Then we drain it. Remove all the water. Need to make sure it drains properly. Like you need to get as much water out of it. This ensures that when you start frying, it just fries without it starting to boil and using more and more cooking oil. So you see, oh my god, then you see how it's looking right now. So I need to drain this properly and then off to the frying pan we go. My cooking oil is boiling. I like to cook with as little cooking oil as possible, little to no cooking oil. And we all know caterpillars need a lot of cooking oil. So I heat my initial cooking oil, make sure it's really hot, and then put my caterpillars in there. The temperature must be medium to high, and then you fry it bit by bit, adding as little cooking oil as possible if you need more. But if you do this, you won't need as much cooking oil to start with. Yo, let me tell you something. You need patience. You need the right amount of heat to fry these perfectly. So they're not even like halfway done, and I've been frying for maybe 10 minutes. I suggest a higher temperature when you're frying. I mean, you can see how the color is changing. They were yellow before when I was boiling them. Now they're getting into brown. Don't let them be black. So you need to make sure a majority of these turn brown. A lot of people like their caterpillars crispy and crunchy, and that is what you are aiming for. Of course, not every one of them will be crunchy, but overall, that's what it should be. So it's really hot in the kitchen right now, and I'm making sure to get this perfect. You can see the color and the consistency. Not ukulungusha, mube black mumpoto iyo kwena. So now, naponyamo to my onions. Others don't do this, so after it's dry, I reduce the temperature. Just so that reduce the temperature a little bit, let it be at medium. For me, I throw in the onion. Remember, from the beginning we had added some lemon, we had added some chili, tafakidatu na salt. Now we're just adding the lemon. For most people, this would be the last step. Personally, I like to add some tomatoes. That is just for me, so I usually separate. After this, I'm going to separate for the rest of the home. And for myself, I add tomatoes and add more chili and whatnot because I like hot food. But basically, this is it. Just a word of advice to everyone out there. In this time of quarantine or quarantine, however you pronounce it, most people are not working. Those who are just going from work to home and work to home. Use this time to improve yourself. Use this time to learn new things. Use this time to improve something about your life. It may be your spirituality, it may be your mental health, it may be relationships with your family and friends, it may be your cooking skills. Do something about your life. Improvement, difference. We don't want the same people after this COVID-19 is over. Please change, grow up, reflect, learn, forgive. Ask for forgiveness. This is the time, and we're not going to get another chance. So And here we have it, the final product. So this plate is the one that doesn't have tomatoes, just the dry one with onions. And this one has tomatoes in it. Become on a green pepper if you like. I know certain people who have this as just like a salty snack. Kuli fwe bambi, mina nishi. So I'm ready for supper. Bye.